Greetings, dabblings, and welcome back aboard the... Look, I'm not going to accept responsibility for this, but the only name suggestion for this ship that I've received in the comments on the last video that I read before recording this one was the Poop Sloop, which I feel is particularly unfair considering that this ship has never known the kinds of bowel-related decoration as our previous ship did. Nevertheless, it's all I've got to work with right now, so the Poop Sloop it's going to be until some kind soul helps us out with a better suggestion. But welcome back. Now, in the last episode, we actually started making some progress through the level 3s, and I think we even touched on a level 4 mission. But for now, let's go ahead and check out our characters. Particularly, I'm happy to note that we've got mini pistols. This dagger is already 10 of 10, it's never going to get any better. But this, at 1 of 10, already does 2.48 damage at greater range, with much greater knockback. So we're going to switch over to that. Apple Fumble, you've got a little bit of points that you can invest. Let's take you up to Dodge Chance 105, and you are going to get the level 10 throwing dagger. There you go. We're going to get a throwing dagger over here. We're going to get a throwing dagger there, throwing dagger there. Okay, so at this point, every single person upon this ship has a pretty sweet setup for their ranged weapons. We've got clubs, we've got long swords, blades, shovel, of course. Now, I could honestly let you keep that. It will probably be better than the knife eventually. For the time being, though, I think we're going to keep it as it is. The knife down here as well, quite nice there on Apple Fumble. I feel that Apple Fumble, our chef, with a chef's knife, armed with a knife and a throwing dagger, we should get some sort of a theme bonus related to Apple Fumble, but sadly, that is not a thing that is done around these parts, so we're just going to have to hope. Furthermore, where is... Right, blind level 10. Matthew Hashim Jr. suggested in the comments, do glasses counter the blindness perk? Or rather asked the question. I have no bloody idea, but I wonder. It does not look like it completely counters the blindness perk, but it goes a good way to doing so. If we could bring this up by 2 points, I think blindness is actually completely counted. So, yeah, well spotted there. I think that will be fantastic for us. Other than that, though, I think we are golden. Right, well, given that, then, have we covered everything over here? We kind of have, but it looks like we might be able to go and check out this tribal statue again. Yeah, it looks like someone's having a nice big old munch. Who on earth is eating right now? I was most distracted by that chomping sound. Which tells me I need to turn my headset down a little bit. Right, let's find out if we can get some... Oh, no. Everyone back. Yeah, okay, fair enough.
Raise
right.
anchor.
Indeed, raise anchor. Only, get back on the ship first, if I were you. Right, with that done, let's go ahead and invest a little bit more. We're up to 130% chance to dodge for our captain. A 110% dodge chance for Apple Fumble. We'll continue to rise dex all the way up to 15 for Manu. I wonder if there is a similar debuff to the hit chance for pirates who are surrounded by enemies. That may well be the case, and it's something I definitely want to look into. Right, let's get back to the ship, though. Do I have any rum to lay down? I don't. And it was, in my opinion, rightly pointed out, that rum is going to be a lot cheaper than having to pay for their salary all the time. I would like to get rum ASAP if we're able to. We will see how that goes, though. Right, the last thing I would like to do is I'd like to make sure that whoever is on training... no one is on training, that's fantastic, so I don't need the training group selected. Alright, time for us to get out there on the open waters, find ourselves some interesting places to go. Now, these... Okay, level 4s. I think we're up to it, but let's ease ourselves into this episode with a couple of neutral... level 3 neutral fights. Do I have enough money to pay the crew? I do, so let's go ahead and just pay them all. There you go, 155, there you are. You can all be happy. Got a good bit of fruit out there as well. Lots of cooked fish, I should imagine. Yes, all of it is cooked. And I can place down more fish whenever I particularly want to. Maybe I should put some food next to the captain. I would like to get captain's quarters specifically. We'll see what we can do. Right, what we got over here? We've got some more shrimp. Okay, and a bunch of treasure chests. Honestly, this is not as impressive of a ship as I'm used to. The last one was much, much better. I say I'm used to, but realistically, that I would want is the correct way to put it. Let's grab you as well. We've got some very, very hearty health pools at this point. I'm very, very happy indeed. Let's just get in there. Take them out. Thank you. You may as well focus. There you go. And now that one. Thank you. And them as well. And finally, there we go. Right, the rest of the crew can all head back. And Captain can go and take out all of these. Got a cleaning book. Nice. Always good to have more of those. Sniper shot as well, I saw. I do wish that text would hang around a little bit longer. There we go. And goodbye. Up to 879, so we've already covered the salary for the crew. But which books did we get? Sniper shot, cleaning, and more map reading. I will absolutely take more map reading. Sniper shot... Well, we've got it. Plus 5% range per level. It doesn't seem to be leveling up on its own. So I'm somewhat tempted to go ahead and get that leveled up. But we've also got dash attack. Sure, I'll give them dash attack as well. Who else has sniper shot at this point? You do not. I will go ahead and give you sniper shot. We've got cleaning, and cleaning. So, yeah, everyone but the captain now has cleaning. So, we really don't need to worry too much about this. I guess I'll hold on to it for a future sailor. We got a grindstone. We can go ahead and use that here. It's not a very big chance that it would work, but, well, it's fine. Right, let's continue on our adventures. Ooh, my lord, we've got a lot of pirates around. Okay, time to rapidly clear out all of these pirates, one after t'other. And here we go, the final of the level 3 fights after many a long night on the open sea. We are almost done. We're almost through all of the fish that we'd managed to put down, which is kind of amusing. And then apparently some daggers floating in the sky that never got cleaned up after our previous engagements. Right, let's get everyone over here. Just focus on the close ones. There we are. We'll easily be able to take them out. That's right. There we go. Let's not fight too close to the edge, though, because it is possible for them to punt us up and then over the edge. That being said, a decent amount of us can swim, so that shouldn't be a big concern, all things considered. There we go. It would be great if everyone would get involved in this fight, though. Thank you very much. Right, let's grab what's left and then head back over to the ship. Now, I haven't spent any of the training points. I haven't used any of the skill books or anything that we picked up so that we can all see this together. It's actually quite a nice little ship over here. Hopefully, we will have quite a lot of materials as well to update our ship when the time comes. Now, the final thing I want to do before we actually go through all of the items we've got, I want to pick an island and go there. This is a level 3 island over here. Interesting biome focus. And look at how much of the map we can see now, thanks to our recent skill up. There's the town of Thistledown, which I'm quite keen to go and investigate. But let's go over to Fairview. And the reason that I very much need to get there is because we're starting to struggle with scurvy. This is not going to be long before that becomes a real problem. So we've got fruits in the cargo, so we should be able to get those out to those who need them rather quickly. We are almost through all of our food as well, which is actually kind of impressive, really, considering how much food we just had laying around, all cooked and ready to be gobbled up. Right, let's have a quick look. What's going on over here? Oh, wow. Okay, that's quite interesting. We've got fairly low-level pirates over here. Oh. Okay, they're undead. Very well. First and foremost, though, let's get rid of the scurvy before we do anything else. We've got one bunch of fruits, sadly. You're just going to have to make do with them, my hearties, and get the rest of this all set up. Oh, no, that is not what I meant to do. Let's go ahead and put that back. I need a deco block. Pop that in there. There we are. Right. Okay. So, now that we've done that, let's have a look at our crew. Level 22? My lord, Master Karina. Well done, you. Let's go ahead and take that all the way up to 150. There we go. Absolutely marvellous. We've got a load of items around. We don't need that on this knife. We've got cleaning, map reading. I could continue to upgrade that. Sure. Combat focus. This one teaches combat the increased crit chance, counter attack, which we already have, I believe, and parry basics. Don't have that. Have combat evasion. So we'll learn parry basics. Cannon mastery. Now, that one's an interesting one. I'm not sure who we're going to give cannon mastery to, but for now we're just going to sit on that one until we actually need it. Now we've got ball strike. You've already learned that one. I could give you parry basics. Do you have combat focus? Oh, you've actually already got cannon mastery, actually, thinking about it. I can give you combat focus, sure. Do you have counterattack? You do. You don't have parry basics, so you will get parry basics. Let's continue on. We've also got ball strike over here. You know what? I don't know what they will focus on. With something like fishing, maybe giving cannon mastery to someone who does a job that isn't as all-consuming as fishing is. I think that might be the better idea there. You've already got ball strike, so I don't need to give that one to you. Let's continue. Counterattack there already. We've got... Oh, cleaning's already there. Sure, I'll give you cannon mastery. You don't have ball strike, so we'll get that for you as well, Amira. In terms of your weapon... 0% chance of this actually being used. Actually, was that a ranged weapon? It was, as it happens. So, we've got another mini pistol. I'm going to give that... Oh, actually, on that note, Mouse Karina may be able to make use of this. Yes, go ahead. There we are, now up to level 4. Perfect. Let's upgrade the mini pistols. There we go. And then make our way on down the queue, updating everyone as we go. Wow, okay, so we've got a lot of level 10 pistols. That's actually pretty amazing when you consider it. You do not have counterattack, so there you go. Now you do. And you do not... Well, no, actually, you've got cleaning level 2. So we will leave that as it stands. Okay, well, I think we will also use the treasure map at this point. And we'll see what that does for us. But with the remaining points, going to start investing those in your agility. Same over here. We are very close to that 150 point for dodge. There we are. 120% hit chance, 110% dodge chance. That's more or less compensating for blind. That is absolutely and positively marvelous. Very, very happy with that indeed. Alright then, let's... oh, actually, you know what, crew? Go eat if you need to eat. Grab some fruits if you need them fruits. You do. but you're instead going to focus... There we go. I was a little bit worried that you were going to focus on fishing to the detriment of your own health. It wouldn't be the first time that I've seen pirates basically kill themselves by refusing to eat the things they need to eat. But let's all get together and head on over. Now, I don't recall if undead have any particular special abilities, other than dying very quickly. That seems to be a fairly... they seem to be quite competent at that so far. Sadly, no skills to get these parrots. That would be amazing, because I'm fairly certain the parrots will, in fact, sit on a pirate's shoulder. Which, as you can imagine, I'm very excited to see. Again, I've not done anything with any of the animals in the game, though someone mentioned that we did have... Wow, their dodge skill, though. Did have a cage in one of the shops that we've passed, so that might be something we need to... Are we the ones dodging, or is the parrot dodging? Either way, this is wild. I mean, it does kind of look different to all the others, so it isn't too surprising to me that it is amazing. But it looks like that's exactly the same with this parrot too. They're very dodgy. Fair enough. Another feather I will accept. And I'm afraid you're going to go down as well. Looks like if everyone's got their special skill primed, we're able to do quite a lot of damage, but there we go. Small elixir, not something that we're going to need for a little while now. Alright, let's go back to the ship then. Do I need to pop down some more items? Yes, probably, but we're not going to worry about that for now. There we go. Let's get back on the ship. You know what, though? We haven't checked the weapons, and I really should. Hammer, short swords, katana. No, nothing really standing out there, I'm afraid. Well, the feathers aren't too terrible. We've got 3 of them. They'll give me 300 experience points. I think I'll save those for new pirates, though. I think that makes a lot more sense. Now, map reading is getting up there, and at this point, we can see very far into these areas. But this looks like it's a completely different biome, which is actually quite cool. I think we're going to... Should I try a level 4 island? There is a good chance that this is going to go very poorly for us. Nevertheless, it is time that we find out just how well our pirates can pirate. Hopefully there's no land ahoy. We're not aiming for land at the moment, so it would be a little bit of a worry if we just randomly happened upon it. Alright, let's get in there and see what we've got to fight. Alright, not terrible actually. Not terrible at all. It looks more or less the same ship as we've currently got, but made of a different kind of block. Interesting. Very interesting. And those daggers are still just kind of looming in the, well, air for the most part. They're not even on the ship. What the heck kind of sword is that? Captain Sephiroth over here. Alright. Everyone get involved, please, and keep the fight up here if you can, just so it's easier than fighting on a staircase, which is honestly just annoying. There we are. Let's clear out everything we can. Again, our pirates are actually... Okay, I was nervous for no reason, it seems. Our pirates are exceptionally good. There we go. Alright, let's see what we've got over here. We've got a bottle of rum. Oh, fantastic. And... Oh, no! I was trying to click on the sword. I've already killed the cat now. I've sinned, and if you're going to sin, you may as well sin the whole way. Sorry, Panda, but it was your time. Right, let's grab all of that. Let's actually grab that last little bit there. And get the crew back over here. Now, we should end up with quite a lot of blocks. Interesting looking blocks as well. We may end up with a second sail. Now, you can end up... Oh, excuse me. You can end up with a double sail on a single mast, or just multiple sails, and they do all affect your sailing speed. So, very, very much worthwhile focusing on. 273. We did get one mast, though. Chinese wall. Okay. Very, very interesting. All right, well, that was not the... really? So the X marks the spot was on this island after all. And I even looked. Well, to be fair, I was only looking to the right. I was looking where I was expecting to find it, which is the... Well, I mean, you know, in some regards, it's actually an efficient way of looking for something. But I was then blind to anywhere but where I expected to find it. So that was a bit of a problem there. Now, we're going to head on back to this island to check out what we have lying around. And then promptly, we are going to head over to a town. Now, X marks the spot, apparently. That definitely wasn't there, surely. Someone's going to have to tell me in the comments whether that was there and I just failed to see it. But I'm certain that I was looking for that over here. Maybe I need to use those treasure maps while out in the ocean, causing a commotion. And then go to whichever island they talk about. Or maybe it's always going to be a case of it's going to update the map, but you're going to have to come back later to actually see it. Either way, let's equip our shovel, and I know what we got. We've got plate armor. Excuse me? Alright. We've also got this is a yin-yang. 10% chance to increase knockback by 200%. 30% chance to parry attacks. We've also got a Nadashi. An 80% chance to kill enemy with less than 20% health, and 30% chance to hit all enemies in front of you. You see, that is exceptionally hard to turn down. But plate armor, 25% less damage, 50% slower movement. Not super focused on that one, I'm going to be honest. We've got sniper shot, counterattack, light steps. Do we actually have light steps on the captain? We do, and now they're a little bit faster. Okay. We're going to upgrade combat evasion as well. I will upgrade sniper shot, or go some level to it. Counterattack, let's go ahead and use that. Pushes almost all the way to level 2. Is there any reason to use these 4 just so that I can take your level? No, I think I'm going to wait on that one. You've recently leveled, so I think we're going to go ahead and use the whiskey on you, because it brings you to experience 0 on the next level, so it's generally better to go for someone with lower experience, which is why I passed up our captain for it. And let's go ahead, 125 there. Alright, we need to pay the wages, it's fine. We have 2,400, that's not a problem. Actually starting to look very, very nice now. I wouldn't be entirely surprised if it did end up being that we were the ones dodging instead of the parrot. Either way, time for us to get back out on the open ocean. Do I have some rum to place down, though? Did we pick up any rum? We did not. Very unfortunate indeed. But I'm sure our pirates will be okay with just having food, at least. Okay, well, we're going to go to a much higher level town, as they do tend to have a higher chance of more interesting components and shops. So let's head on over to the level 4 town of Thistledown and see what there is to see. We may end up having to go through some of these locations. We'll find out. We've got 3,000 renown. Not too bad. Not too bad at all. And here we go. Now, our docking fee is still only... It's a trivial amount of gold. So trivial, in fact, that I'm actually starting to wonder why it's even there. I don't feel that this kind of docking fee really makes any difference. But, oh well. Some debtors here. Well, I mean, they wouldn't even be that difficult to take on. We've got weapons, food, a tavern, and some items. Okay. And it looks like everyone else is headed over to the tavern. I don't blame them, if I'm honest. Alright, let's have a look. Now, we've got a fin blade. Is that, like, has it got a copy of Finn inside? Does it suffer from the grass curse? I don't know. Down a staff sword. Okay, interesting. A brutalizer. Well, doesn't look like there's too much there for us, though. At this point, I think we are Definitely able to sell all of the rocks at the very least. And quite a lot of things like cutlasses. We've got axes, shovel, the blade there, which I think is a bit better than the cutlass. Probably not going to be using the stiletto ever at this point. Get rid of the clubs as well. They're not particularly useful to us. Get rid of some more rocks. The hammer. I don't think we're going to be going with the rapiers anymore. Or rapiers. Again, I'm going to change the way I say that word every single time I say it. That will have brought us in a little bit of cash. Nothing too amazing, but certainly not a problem. Sauerkraut, a ramen bowl, cheese, watermelon, so much rum. Let's go ahead and buy a silly amount of it. Soup pot, 15 servings. I mean, it's certainly expensive, but can you argue with that kind of value for money? No. No, you cannot. I'll buy a couple of servings of citrus, a couple of servings of fruits, some watermelons as well. Anything that I can sell? Oh, my lord, the amount of fish. I could sell all of that, though, for only 72. Still, if we end up with 2 people fishing, I do feel that we would quite quickly get to a point where we would have enough fish coming in that we could offset the purchase of any amount of fruits. Now, I would like to bring at least one new pirate with us, but first I'm going to check on these items just to be certain. Elixir small, elixir bandage, baby oil, parry basics, combat evasion, Doctor Aura, recover life of crew while sailing. Now that one does sound like a good one. Hawkeye's critical strike, steal more, light step, sniper shot, ship repair, and sailing. I'll grab 2 sailings and 1 Doctor Aura. That's the only one they have, so just as well I only wanted 1. But everything else, we're good. I should be able to sell off a couple of items. I'm not going to need the rosary, not going to need the kabooms, never going to use them. All of the oyster shells can go. The pearl can go as well. Do we have anything else I particularly want to get rid of? No. All right, well, that's brought us back up at least to 825. So with that, we are going to be able to see if we can hire some new pirates. Now, there is one here, Robin Wakeling. He was a home wrecker. Maybe not. We've got... wait a second. We have pirates. But we've also got Basil Vomkadecker. He was a competent, rather. A developer, a duelist, a murderer, a merchant, a mercenary, and another accompant. We are going to take Rubin. Welcome aboard, Rubin. We're also going to take... Should we take the developer? No, we're going to take the mercenary. There we go. All right, we've got 2 new crew members who we need to set up. Dear Lord, they're high level. They are 33 and 38. They are both the highest level characters. 31 luck? That actually made me cough. I was so surprised by it. All right, give me a few seconds to set them all up. All right then, so Basil Packet over here needs a new name, but they have currently got equipped a glaive, which is rank 1 of 50. Now, this is the reason why I kept the glaive, is it's got so much room to get even better. Does 35% chance to hit all enemies in front of you, and a 40% chance for your next attack to have double the range, giving them an auto elixir and a throwing dagger, and giving them the cleaning and sailing skills. And then, before we name Basil, we've got Rubin over here, who's got a giant hammer, which has 20% chance to stun an enemy for 5 seconds, and a 25% chance to hit all enemies in front of you. Now, what I'm wondering is if this 25% chance can proc the 20% chance as well. Is there a universe in which you hit all enemies in front of you and stun all of them as well? And that is what we're hoping to see. Fragile takes 1 extra damage. Not the best thing for a mercenary. I believe they were a mercenary. Reuben Wakeling. No. Let's find out what your real name is. Everyone say hello to Tally Fireheart, and thank you ever so much for your continued support over on Patreon, Tally. They are caring. This pirate tries to help others in their spare time. Ah, marvelous. They are leathery. Their skin is tan and thick, darkened by the harsh sun. They are a homewrecker. They would seduce spouses and blackmail them for money. The last governor they crossed didn't pay and instead decided to hire an assassin to trail them. I feel that you perhaps have a dual nature, Tally. You're a very complicated, three-dimensional character. All right, we'll go with that. Now, Basil Packet, who are you going to be? Phoenix Talia, welcome to the crew. You are snide, always talking back to superiors and shipmates alike. You seem to take pleasure in berating others. You're lean, thin, and scrawny. You were a mercenary, a sellsword by trade. You always felt safest with a sword unsheathed. I mean, there is something to be said about that. You've got 31 luck, though. That is absolutely bonkers. You got a good spread of skills. Intelligence is in a nice place. We do need to work on that agility, though. And Tally, make sure the name took. 10 strength, 11 vitality, 39 agility. You've got a 205% dodge chance, Tally. Which you probably needed, actually, considering having to dodge the governor-hired assassin that has been trailing you for some time. And nevertheless, that is still absolutely bonkers and very, very welcome to see. All right, well, we've got our new crew. I don't believe, based on that we're going to be picking up the fishing skill anytime soon. So, with all of that considered, we're going to just get back out... Oh. I'm by the shop. There we are. We're just going to get back out there, get some food down for our crew. Going to pop down some bottles of rum back here. Going to pop down some fruits and citrus and watermelons in here. And then we're going to pop down a soup pot right there. And another soup pot down here. That should do us well for the time being. Now, there is something to be said about not just putting everything down like I'm doing right now. And that is, if we decided that we discovered another ship and felt that it was so much better than what we've got, then there's every reason why we might want to just switch that ship over. We're obviously not going to be doing that, but it is something that we could do. Let's pop that. Place a mast with good visibility. Height 8 blocks. What do you mean height 8 blocks? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Is it perhaps the rear walls that you don't like? Let me just place these back down. Let me remove all of this from around here, because that might be interfering with the mast. Now, this is a bit of a bugbear of mine. I dislike it when placing any kind of sail, or in any kind of game, when you can't do the same thing the game does. That's a bit vexing. But it seems that it has been resolved at the very least. Do we have many blocks that we'd be able to use to bring across there? No, it doesn't look like it. All right, well, let's just pop these down then, and then build out all of this behind it. And 1, 2, there we go. That will do for now. All right, let's get back aboard. There we go. Now, hopefully, we will get all of the benefit from that sail, but we'll see. Amira, no. I know you want to go back to the tavern, but no. We need you back aboard the ship. We got places to be. Pirates to slay. Sadly, no new components for the ship, no new functional components, but we'll see what we can do as soon as we can. Really? Did you just poop in front of the debtor? Can't entirely say I disapprove, if I'm perfectly honest. There we go. Looks like we are about ready to get back out onto the open waves. And, my lord, can we see a lot? That's a level 7 island over there. And this is a different biome as well. Okay, very, very nice. Very nice indeed. These are level 5 pirates. Maybe a little bit much for us right now, I'm going to say. I'm going to err on the side of caution with that one. And instead, let's go and check out a neutral island and a couple of pirates before hitting up the level 5 town of Sempronius. Though we might not get there in this episode. It'll depend a little bit on how much I end up cutting out with regards to the sailing and the low-level combat. I don't think I'll be including much of them, if anything at all, if I'm perfectly honest. Ah, there we go. They're going for the rum. Perfect. That's what I need to see. This should keep their morale nice and high for the time being. All right, what we got? We have got a neutral encounter of fishermen. Very well. I really don't think we're going to need everyone aboard the ship over here, but we're sending everyone all the same. It's at this point we could really afford to get a just a boarding group. There we go. And finish you off as well, please. And so not too bad. Now, I was kind of expecting to see a bit of a better fishing ship at this point, or neutral encounters, considering the high level. But maybe neutral encounters are always this simple. Still haven't seen what I would consider a monster yet, though. I'm a little bit worried about that one. Right, agility, we're up to 30 now. That's pretty nice. Falcon Dance deals 4 strikes, each dealing your level of damage. I think, yeah, that is it. That we have now got all of the skills that we possibly can. So we will have to have a look at the others for new skill books at this point. But that should be okay, I think. Right, that'll do nicely. Did anyone else have a level up? Yes, they did. Let's take you all, at least, all the way up to 30 agility. Just because it's a nice round number, really, more than anything else. Right, let's head on out. We've got, ooh, Vikings. Well, okay. I would very much like to try my luck. We'll go through these pirates and then head on down to the Vikings and see what there is to see. Alright, this looks like a decent sized ship. Not very high level opponents though, I must say. Just slowly accumulating more dropped knives, it seems. Those are the sorts of little bugs that I imagine the dev is focusing on at the moment, based on the dev blogs that I've seen so far. Try and get rid of you. There we go. I wonder if there's a pirate hat item in this game. And if wearing said pirate hat makes you a better pirate. And on that same note, I wonder if there is a captain's hat. There we go. And job's a good one. Alright, everyone can head on back. And our brave captain will take care of everything else on this ship. There we are. We've got a couple of critters down there that I'm going to need to clean up. By clean up, yes, you know exactly what I mean. There we go. Hopefully, we can get through this fairly quickly. Oh, yeah, we're still using just a regular dagger. I wonder if we have a chance of getting any gold off chickens. Definitely worth exploring that one. Right, let's get on back. Right, it's weird to have so little cash now. But I'm fairly confident that if we wanted to just plunder a couple of ships, we could. Relative ease. We definitely need to fill the lower decks with barrels, though, to get the most out of the ships that we plunder. Right, we're going to hit this pirate down here and then move on to the Viking. And that will be it for this episode, I think. I'm very interested to see what kind of pirates the Vikings will make. I'm also quite interested to see what kind of ship they're going to have, frankly. Right, we're already through 2 entire rum barrels. Not the best thing in the world, but, you know, it'll do, I suppose. Nothing here. Alright. Fair enough. Did we stop at... It looks like we actually got pulled into the sea. Still a 20% chance of a monster. I can't even imagine what a level 5 monster is going to be. But I guess I'm not entirely upset about not having to find out just yet. Alright, we're almost through all of the rum. Now, bearing in mind, that rum only cost me 19 each. I wouldn't be entirely surprised if the rum simply gives your pirate 19 gold's worth of morale. So there isn't actually any difference between paying your pirates a salary or just giving them rum all the time. But either way, I think it's a bit more thematic for them to have the rum. Right, got plenty of fish. We're probably going to want to pop a couple of those down and some more fruits as well. We do still have quite a lot of rum as well to put down when you think about it. In fact, if we have a look at our crew, we'll be able to see morale. I mean, it's definitely got room to improve. Definitely got some room to improve there. Hi, Kaiser. How are we doing? You're doing very well. Only 5 more points, which is 3 more level ups for you. And then we will start focusing on different stats. I think having all of our crew with a very, very high dodge chance is probably the best way to advance them for now. But given how strong the crew members that we hired from a level 4 town were, maybe it's not as much of a concern. Ooh. Okay. New type of block. The sailors, I guess Vikings, are reasonably healthy, but still not much of a threat compared to us. We've got about twice as much health on any of our pirates. Let's get on over there all together, please. Go, go, go. There we are. Gonna need to get light steps on a couple of these pirates, I think. Now, they are equipped with pistols. The main concern for me right now with pistols is not actually the damage they do, but how well they can knock people back. Because that opening volley, just as you board a ship, is the worst time for being knocked over the edge. And again, we don't have a lot of people on the ship right now with any with this swimming skill. So that's definitely something that we need to keep in mind. Hello, Panda. There we go. And again, a small bra. What is it with pandas and bras? Is this something I just don't know? Would anyone like to explain this to me? I'm going to plunder the ship, though. I need the gold. Bloody Vikings. Fine, you can keep the ship. Enjoy, cat. Right. Well, with that, we have seen what the ship has to offer. We do need to call in somewhere, though, to be able to restock. We've got a bunch of level 3 areas down here. No town that I can see, sadly. So let's just head on down to this. Well, actually, we can go up to this. Dodgeville. And yes, I know I haven't plundered it. Let's go. We'll go over to Dodgeville just so I can restock the food on the ship, and we can actually wrap the episode up there in a dock. Even though it won't be a town, we can find out what the level 5 towns have to offer in the next episode. I think that should be fine. Right, let's have a quick look. Okay. Alright, so the Vikings are redeeming themselves on land. What the heck is that? A spiky bush? Okay, yes, that is actually going to kill people with it. Interesting. Very interesting. Now, let's go ahead and bump everyone who can have it up a little bit. We're going to pay them, wow, 335 for that wage. Oof. I do have more rum, though, so let's get that rum down. There we go. This should lift your spirits a bit, and we've clearly done a decent bit of fishing. All right. I think I'm going to be a bit of a scallywag here, and we're going to wrap the episode up there. We will have to find out how we do against a superior force. This will be one of the first times that we're actually facing an enemy that has got more pirates and healthier pirates than us. So the last time that we encountered an island like this, we ran away. Whether I should do that again this time or not, I will look for your advice in the comments, but that is going to be it from me. So once again, thank you very much for your continued support on the series. It has been wonderful to see all of the feedback in the comments, and I look forward to more. But until next time, do take care, everyone.